Okay, this is finding inverses of 1 to 1, so it's day 2 of inverses, if you will. Okay, yesterday we looked at them graphically and how to verify them algebraically. Now we're going to learn how to find them algebraically. Okay, so here's the steps you're going to follow. The very first thing you're going to do is replace the f of x notation with just a y. We know that in algebra those are interchangeable, so we're just going to replace it with y. Then you switch the x and the y in your equation, solve for the y, and then replace the notation of y with f of negative 1 of x, which means inverse. Okay, those are your basic 4 steps. Okay, using those 4 steps, we're going to just find the inverse of this equation. So first of all, replace f of x with y. Then I switch the location of the x and the y. So it now becomes x equals 3y plus 7. Solve it for y. This is where you use your basic algebra. So you have x minus 7 equals 3y. Divide all the sides by 3. That means y is equal to x minus 7 over 3. And then the last step is to replace the y notation with the inverse notation, indicating that it is an inverse. That's how you algebraically find the inverse equation. Let's try this one. Same exact steps. Replace f of x with y. Switch the x's and the y's. Solve for y. Now, to do this, I'm just going to put x over 1 and cross multiply. So I have 2x equals 5 minus 3y. Subtract 5 from both sides. Negative 3y. Divide by negative 3. So I have changed my notation, remember that part. 2x minus 5 over negative 3. That's the inverse function. Okay, one more example here. Same exact steps. Replace f of x with y. Switch the x's and the y's. 3y to the 5th plus 2. Now I've got to solve it for y. So remember the rules are the same. Just because it has the power of 5, I have to isolate that y to the 5th. So I'm going to subtract 2. Divide both sides by 3. So now I have y to the 5th equals x minus 2 over 3. Well, how do you get rid of a 5th power? You take a 5th root. Okay, so I'm going to take a 5th root of that. What you do to one side, you got to do the other. Okay, so that 5th root cancels out that power of 5. So then if I change my notation, I have the 5th root of x minus 2 over 3. That is the inverse function. All right? Now, I want you to try this one. Find the inverse of this guy. We'll talk about it when you get to class tomorrow. Good luck. See you then.